Hello there, welcome to another episode of the Allotment Dram. This is the little series that we're doing, just talking about different whiskies in the surroundings of our allotment here in North London. And today you join me on a lovely afternoon. It's warm, it's sunny, not as hot as it has been the last sort of week or so when it was 35 degrees every day, but probably 24, 25, so very pleasant indeed. But you join me today, as I say, we normally talk about whiskies, but today we've actually got a whiskey-related beer. And the beer in question, it's the first time we've ever done a beer. We're big beer fans, but we don't know as much about, we sort of follow the scene, but without knowing as much about it as sort of whiskey and other spirits, for example. But the beer in question is the Ardbeg, the Shortie Smoky Porter. And this is a collaboration that's been put together for charity. So this is a collaboration between Ardbeg, the iconic Islay single malt distillery, and William Brothers, the Scottish, very renowned Scottish artisan craft brewers based in Allotment. And they joined together to create this beer for a charity called Brewgooder, who have projects all around the world, but the proceeds for this particular beer, the Smoky Porter, is going to a clean water project in Malawi. So it's a very good cause indeed. So what they've actually done is taken, instead of their sort of normal malted barley or mix of different malted barleys that they would normally use to make a beer, they've actually used the peated malted barley that would normally go through the production process at Ardbeg. So it has exactly the same specification, and it's just then been sort of put through the brewing process to make this beer, rather than through the distillation process to make Ardbeg single malt. So we can't even think of anyone that's ever done that. That's not to say no one has, of course, but let's get on with it. It's a warm afternoon and we're a little bit thirsty after all. So you'll see also it's called the Shortie. It's the wee little dog that's the mascot of Ardbeg and has been for the last 20 years or so. Has to be the oldest dog going, if he is indeed still around. But he's a sort of very well known, very well loved mascot. So it's nicknamed the Shortie, the Smoky Porter. So let's have a little look. You'll see here, got a nice glass of it here, and let's have a little smell. Yeah, just really, the only way I can describe it is it really takes me back to when I'm standing on a traditional floor malting at one of the Islay distilleries, and you just get this sort of smell as soon as you, even before you walk into the room, you get this smell of this sort of earthy, slightly damp, but sweet sort of maltiness coming through, combined with the peat smoke. It's just a lovely smell, but just combined with the other notes in the beer here, there's sort of like some dark treacle, almost like molasses. There's a bit of dark chocolate or something in there. It creates quite a funky nose. Initially it's like, oh yeah, there's something a bit different going on here. So let's have a little taste. So this is it's got quite a bit of power to it. It's not just because of that sort of smoky, peaty element, and of course porters are on the heavier side of things anyway. You see the colour as well, lovely, almost black colour there, as you get with most sort of porters and stouts, beers of that type. But not just because of those characteristics, but also because it's 6.2% ABV. It's quite punchy for a beer, or certainly the beers that I'm used to drinking. They're normally a touch lighter than that. But you get all of this sort of. Just going to have another sip, actually. Why not? Yeah, you get this lovely, it's like bittersweet cereals, a malty. It's almost like a sort of biscuit, like cookie dough sort of feel. Then you've got this earthy peat smoke, and just creates this, takes it in a bit more of a savoury direction. And then you've got sort of sweeter notes like the chocolate and this little bit of treacle and molasses. It just kind of pulls it back a little bit. So it's a lovely combination. There's almost, now it's gone from my mouth for like 30 seconds or so. There's almost this sort of almost like a coffee, like espresso coffee, almost slightly nutty feel to it, like a sort of toasted walnut or something like that. But yeah, absolutely delicious. Very interesting combination, and maybe not for everyone. If you don't like smoky whiskey or these sort of earthy, spicy sort of flavours or porter beer, then it might not be for you. But if you do, or you're a fan of Ardbeg, then certainly search it out. It's available only in the UK. Comes in a pack of 4, which I think is £14. So you can get it from the Ardbeg website. It's literally just popped on today. So after some slight technical issues, it was supposed to be released a little bit earlier, but has now gone live today. And also there's a few cans dotted around the country in the Ardbeg embassies. So if the website's sold out, you might be able to pick it up from one of the Ardbeg embassies. So just go to Ardbeg's website and you'll see a list of the embassies in the UK. But yeah, definitely worth sort of searching out if you're a beer fan and you're an Ardbeg fan. The two things are together, and all your money's going to this great cause for this clean water project in Malawi from Brewgooder. So from me and the Ardbeg, the Shortie Smoky Porter, I wish you good afternoon and thanks for watching. See you again soon. Cheers.